What is going on, guys? It's Jackal here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you is a strategy that I used for 4-player on Kino. Now, I believe this strategy can bring you from anywhere to 25 rounds to even 50 rounds if you have good enough players. So it just all depends really on how good your teammates are and how well you are going to be able to play the game. So this is for 4 players, and yeah, so I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you some of the highlights of the game. Hopefully this is gonna help you out and get you to higher rounds in the game. Okay, so we are in the game here, and we're just gonna slow it down a little bit. So the first few rounds you're gonna play pretty typically. You're gonna just have one person cover each window. I was covering this window right down here as Takio, and I figured out that in the new, a lot more zombies are going to spawn here because they do have that entryway right there, as you can see. So this is going to be one of your highest spawning areas. So as you can see, I let some zombies in there, hopefully to get some drops. That all the bottom areas have a lot more spawns. The top didn't really have that many spawns, but it was fine. We didn't really need that. So you just play the first few rounds pretty normal, and you don't have to mess around too much. So let's skip into one of the higher rounds. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to mention is you do not want to buy this first door down here. You only want to buy the upstairs path, and you'll see why later. So what you basically want to do is buy all the way around throughout the entire map, and then you're also going to buy this door over here through the stage, and then this is going to be your main camping spot. And this is a camping strategy, but it is very challenging and fun at the same time. So we're just going to skip forward a few more rounds because we haven't all gotten set up yet. I'll explain a little bit more about what you want to set up. So now we are pretty much set up, as you can see here. We've all got these trip mines, which you find on the stage, and then the people, we're going to have 2 people covering this back area at all times, and then we're also going to have 2 people covering this front area. Now this is where it gets tricky into what you want as your perk setups. So you can basically choose any perk setups, but the ones that you really do need to have are Double Tap 2.0 and then also Speed Cola. So those 2 are definitely, you need those perks. And then it really depends on if you want Jug or Widow's Wine, or if you want just other assortments of perks to whatever you think that you're gonna get the most help with. And then as for Gobble Gun setup, some good ones would be Phoenix Up, so that way you keep your friends' perks and they don't have to run around the map. That's something that we ran into a lot with people downing. So you want Phoenix Up, probably Alchemal, Antithesis, and then maybe some max ammo, or really just whatever that you think is going to help out. Ammo does run out pretty fast in this strategy, but the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have at least probably everybody in your strategy. Maybe have one person with LMGs. That's what we had, but you want everybody to buy the VMP and double pack-a-punch it. So you're going to have 2 people covering this way over here and watching that whole alleyway. And then you're going to have 2 people over here watching the back window. Now, this is where you really want to set up very well. You want the people in the front to have turned, because turned is really going to block some of the zombies from coming through this entryway and make it a lot slower paced, where it's going to be really hard if you don't have turned. For the first few rounds I was using dead wire because I didn't have enough points to get turned right away, but as you can see here, it works out okay for the first few rounds, but you're definitely going to want turned in the long run. You're going to want to get 2 people to have turned zombies, and then the people over that are going to be covering this back entrance over here, you want them to either have fireworks, dead wire, or blast furnace. You don't really want them to have turned because they're going to be shooting out of the map, and the turned zombies don't really go out of the map. So you really want them to have probably fireworks. That's going to help out the most. And another perk that you can have up front, or another double pack punch, is the Thunder Wall. That's going to help out a lot for the first few rounds, but I don't know how well it'll work out if you don't have turned in the later rounds. So that's what you definitely want for double pack-a-punch. And then you're going to see here more and more people are going to be coming to this strategy. And I'm gonna skip forward a little bit more, and then we'll just show how crazy it gets. And another thing that you're gonna want to have are monkey bombs. As you can see, I just used one right here. And you're also gonna want the thunder gun. Now the reason that you want the thunder gun and monkey bombs is for ammo runs, because in this strategy you're going to be using a lot of VMP ammo. So as you can see, I use a lot of monkey bombs and stuff whenever I'm going to either help people come back to the strategy, or if I want to let people get ammo. And communication is key in the strategy as well. You just want people to call out, hey, I need ammo right now, so then that way the person can get their thunder gun out to cover, or they can get their monkey bombs out. So that's what you're really going to want to do to set up for this strategy. And I think we ended this game at round like 36, I think. It was just a fluke because we kept dying or something like that. We could have lasted longer for sure. But yes, I'm going to skip forward and just show the utter chaos that it becomes after we all get set up. This is definitely going to hopefully help you guys out, maybe getting to higher rounds with you and your friends. And the one you're going to want to watch out for is, as you can see, I've got 2 people coming and covering the front. One person kind of laying down in the mid-ground. And then if the person in the barrier gets overrun, so we have the person in the mid-ground right here, switch over and kind of help him out. Or he just kind of rotates around, so he's floating around. But yeah, so that's the strategy for you guys. I hope this really does help you out. And then I'm going to skip forward and just show some gameplay of us when we get to the higher rounds. Okay, so as you can see, this is the start of the round. And there was a free gobble gum at the beginning of each round, and that definitely helped out. But as you can see here, I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit. The front 2 people are going to be using a lot of VMP ammo. That's their main gun, that's what they're going to be using. And then basically the float person right in the middle here is going to be the person that doesn't have enough ammo or doesn't have the right gun set up. So it's really easy when you do get set up, and yeah. So you just need communication in order to get ammo and stuff, and you can last a very long time in this strategy. Anyways guys, I hope this did help you out. I hope it helps you get to higher rounds with your friends. And anyways guys, leave a like if you did enjoy, hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let me know any video ideas in the comments down below. Anyways guys, I'll see you in the next video.